After the woman put on her makeup, she went to find her good friend Kelly and made a request to her, hoping Kelly would accompany her to spend the last part of her life. She had cancer and didn't want to leave alone in the hospital, so she reached out to Kelly, whom she hadn't seen in years. After Kelly heard Martha's request, she was very surprised. She believed that the last moments should be spent with the people closest to her, but after hearing Martha's explanation, Kelly couldn't immediately give an answer, so she decided to think about it and left for the time being. After Kelly got in the car to go home, she finally told Martha that she agreed to the request. Soon, they set off and rented a beautiful villa in the countryside. After arriving at the villa, the two briefly toured the place. Martha chose to stay upstairs, while Kelly stayed downstairs. Martha didn't mind that Kelly didn't stay in the room next to hers. As long as she knew Kelly was there, it was enough for her. They started to unpack their things, and Martha suddenly realized she had forgotten to bring the most important thing, which made her feel very anxious. To comfort Martha, Kelly immediately accompanied her to drive home, and they found the item. At the same time, Kelly also discovered Martha's war diary. With the item in hand, Martha looked at the familiar scenery and strangely felt a sense of unease. That night, they returned to the villa in the countryside and resumed their conversation. Martha apologized to Kelly, believing she had caused trouble for her, but Kelly didn't mind. Kelly also suggested that forgetting to bring the item might be a sign, indicating that Martha still had a chance of recovery. However, Martha was firm. She couldn't accept the discomfort caused by chemotherapy, as it made her memory deteriorate. Kelly wanted to persuade her, but Martha firmly changed the subject. The two agreed on a code. If one day the door to Martha's room closes, it would mean she had already left. From then on, the first thing Kelly did every morning after waking up was to check if Martha's room door was closed. Fortunately, today Martha was still well and even got up early to make breakfast. When Martha saw Kelly, she again apologized for her attitude the previous night. After breakfast, the two of them lay on lounge chairs outside the house, enjoying the peace of the moment. Martha's condition was unstable. When she felt good, she would go to the bookstore with Kelly to read. Other times she would sit at her desk, staring blankly at the computer. One evening, Martha invited Kelly to watch the movie John Huston's The Dead, and the two of them watched the movie quietly. The next morning, they went out for a walk, but they hadn't walked far, and Martha felt tired, so she lay down on the ground to rest. The two of them chatted quietly, enjoying this rare time together.